I've always enjoyed cooking and traveling. Cooking is my passion. I love bringing joy to people through food. Winning the show Top Chef Amateurs, as well as being a chef on Epicurious, allowed me to share that joy with a wider audience. Traveling has always been a big part of my life. Tasting tapas from all over the world, immersing myself in cultures through cuisines. It's a wonderful life. One day in February of last year, I was away on a work trip. I was crossing the street and a wave of breathlessness hit me. I felt like I was suffocating. Was this asthma? I hadn't had to deal with that since I was a kid. So I reached out to my primary care physician and he prescribed me asthma medication. But my breathing didn't improve. In fact, it worsened. On my way home the next day, my entire body was in pain. I was swollen from my stomach down to my toes. I knew something was definitely wrong, and I knew I needed to get it checked out. At my doctor's appointment, he looked at me with these concerned eyes and said, "We need to admit you to the hospital immediately." I was taken aback. I had things to do. Was I that sick I needed to go to the hospital? Reluctantly, I went. I was fine until I hit the corridor of the hospital. That's when I realized I couldn't take a step without breathing heavily and gasping for air. A nurse saw me struggling and brought over a wheelchair, and I said, I was relieved, thinking, I'll take some meds, I'll be out of here in the morning. The next day, I was nauseous from the cocktail of meds pumping through my IV. I called out for help, and the nurse told me, you need an echocardiogram and a catheter test of some sort. A nauseous day turned into a nauseating night. The meds weren't working. I overheard one of the doctors discussing my condition. Ejection fraction, enlarged heart, weak walls. All I knew is I was gravely ill. I had gained almost 40 pounds of water weight in just a few days, and the pain was unbearable. The decision was made to transfer me to Westchester Medical Center, a hospital that specialized in cardiovascular care. Days turned into a blur of tests and medication. I learned that my heart was functioning at a capacity of 16% ejection fraction. My kidneys were failing, and I was facing possible liver problems. Weeks passed. And then the day came with the news that shook me to my core. You are not well enough to go home. You are a good candidate for a heart transplant. My mind went blank. I think I was frightened and relieved at the same time. Frightened because what I thought they were going to say was make some arrangements and enjoy the rest of the time you have. Relieved to hear I had an option, a glimmer of hope in a dark moment. I had to tell my family. I got everybody on a conference call. Hey guys, it's not what you think. They had been guessing appendicitis to walking pneumonia. I need a heart transplant. Silence fell, followed by sniffles. I'm okay with it, really. I tried to reassure them. I was oddly calm about the surgery ahead of me. I remember telling my medical staff that I believed in science and I trusted their medical diagnosis. More so, I trusted them. March 13th, I received a balloon pump to help stabilize my heart. I was also placed on the UNOS transplant list. 16 days later, on Good Friday, I woke up from a nap and there were two nurse practitioners standing in my room. One of them asked me, "Hey, Mr. Baronella, what are you gonna do to this weekend?" Huh? Perhaps attempt to go to the bathroom again? What are you talking about? How about you get a new heart? Wait, what? What do you mean? We found you a match. You're going to surgery at 10 p.m. Let me tell you, I was bombarded by every emotion in the book. I think I swore to them at a couple languages and I made some up. My, my heart was palpitating out of my chest. I needed to calm down. I needed to tell my family. I made the call. Chaos erupted, followed by tears and cheers. March 30th is my new birthday. A couple days post-op, I was compelled to write a letter to my donor's family. How do you write a letter? Say, thank you for the gift of life, and so very sorry for your loss. Fast forward to today. I'm under the careful watch from my medical team. So far, I've had 0 organ rejection. We are friends. I often think about my donor. With every heartbeat, I feel more alive, more confident. It's as if I'm walking with this forever buddy by my side. It's funny, life is no longer maneuvered by gut feelings. Now I simply go with my heart. I am grateful, not only for the gift of life, but for the legacy of love and courage you left behind. Your selflessness inspires me to live each day fully, reminding me of the profound impact one person can have on another's life. Thank you.